Hey everybody, Dallas again with Chaos Fragrances. Today we're back with another video. This time we're going to be taking a look at my most worn fragrances of March. So I like to do these videos quite often just because it kind of gives you guys an idea of what fragrances I'm wearing as we go through the different months of the year. Obviously now we're into April, but last month of March we were really starting to get into spring. Here where I live, it was starting to warm up to where I could start breaking out some of my fresher fragrances and kind of putting away more of the sweeter fragrances that I normally wore throughout the winter. So kind of in addition to, my top 10 spring list and my spring starting lineup, a lot of these are going to be fresher spring fragrances that I have been starting to wear since it's been getting warmer. So as always, these are not going to be in any particular order. I'm just going to be going over all the ones that I wore the most last month. So let's go ahead and start this off. We're starting off with the first fragrance. This one is Bentley Momentum Intense. So this is one that I reviewed last month, and this is one that I actually like a whole lot. Someone in my pro membership requested that I do a review and comparison on this one, so if you haven't watched that review yet, go ahead and check that out now. But this is basically a clone or smells very similar to older formulations of CH Men. A lot of you who watch my channel often know that I'm a huge fan of CH Men, so when I saw that he recommended me to try this one, I jumped on it immediately because those older formulations of CH Men are very difficult to find, and if you do find them, they're normally going to be upwards of $100 for 100 mils. Sometimes even the 50 mils are going for very extreme prices, but this Bentley fragrance you can pick up for around $25-$30 on FragranceNet. I'll have a link to it down below, but this is a really good alternative to CH Men. I don't want to take up too much time of this video describing this because, like I said, I did a whole dedicated review on that already, but this stuff is very close to those older formulations of CH Men. This stuff smells fantastic. For the price and everything, amazing scent. The quality is really good. It's not as high quality as CH Men, at least to my nose. The opening is a little bit rough, but it does kind of come around as it dries down, and it really does do a fantastic job in getting really close to that older formulation of CH Men. And because I did a review on it last month, I ended up wearing this a decent amount to test it out for that review. But even when I was done testing it, and after I had already published the review, I was still wearing this one a lot just because I really like the scent. This performs better than CH Men on my skin, which is amazing. And again, it's cheaper than CH Men, so I just found myself really wearing it a lot. I even in some ways prefer the smell of this over CH Men. I really like both. This doesn't quite have the grassiness of CH Men that I really like, but it does have a little bit more of like a cooling freshness that I like. Overall, I just really enjoy this one a lot, and I wore it a lot last month. Up next, we have Bergamot 22 by Le Labo. So this is another one that I've already done a review on. You can check that out. I go way more in depth in it that I'm going to in this video. But this is, in my opinion, one of the best citrus scents that you can purchase for the warmer months. The main notes of this one shouldn't be a surprise to you. Judging by the name, bergamot is what this fragrance is focused on. There's also a lot of vetiver as well. And again, I'm a huge fan of vetiver. I'm a huge fan of bergamot. So naturally, I really enjoy this scent a whole lot. This stuff overall just smells incredible. It's very bright. It's got this nice tart bergamot in the opening. The vetiver is nice in the dry down. This stuff just smells great. I will say the only drawback that I can find of this fragrance is the price. It is very expensive for what this is, being that it is a scent based around the note of bergamot, which is a very common note. The price tag that this one goes for is quite a bit. You are paying a lot for this scent, and again, with the performance and everything like that, it's kind of fleeting. So naturally, you would wish that it would perform more because of the price. But again, when you're talking about bergamot, a top note, a citrus, you can't expect that to last forever. So that's why I think before you decide to commit to buying a bottle of this, it would be a good idea to buy like a sample or a decant from our sponsor, the Decant Boutique. What I really love about the Decant Boutique is the fact that they have a huge selection of fragrances. There are quite a few decant websites out there now, and when I was looking around to decide which ones I wanted to support, the Fragrance Decant Boutique really stuck out to me because they have a huge selection. Like I said, I looked through a lot of these websites, and the Decant Boutiques really stuck out to me just because they have a huge selection, like I already mentioned. when I was, looking to do some videos and I was trying to find where I could refer people to go to. The Decant Boutique had pretty much every fragrance that I was looking for to link to, which is incredible because a lot of the other sites that I tried didn't really have the selection that could, match with the fragrances that I have. They have not only a lot of more affordable designers, but they also have a lot of higher end niche fragrances like Bergamot 22. And the best part is, because they are a sponsor of today's video, we're hooking you guys up with a discount code. If you use the code CHAOS8, that gets you 8% off your entire order. And this is a great deal because on top of that, they also do price matching on their website, and they also offer 5% back on everything with their reward sprays program. And if you think it couldn't get better than that, it can. We're also doing a $50 giveaway. It's going to be $50 credit to their website, so there's going to be one winner, and if you win, you get $50 to spend on all the decants you want from their website. If you want to enter this giveaway, it's really simple. You only have to do a couple things. One, leave a comment down below saying what fragrances you think that the Decant Boutique could add to their website. So kind of take a look and browse through, and if you don't see a fragrance on there that you wish was on there, you can leave a comment. If you don't want to do that, if you can't really come up with any that aren't already on their website, you can just comment saying that you want to be entered. And the second and final thing you had to do to enter the giveaway is go follow them on Instagram. I'm going to leave a link down below. They post every time they upload a new fragrance to their website, so you can check it out easily. Again, guys, they have a huge selection. I've talked to the owner multiple times. He's a great guy. If you have any sort of questions or any concerns, you can reach out to them and they'll get you sorted out right away. Hopefully you guys make use of that discount code. Now let's go and jump back into the video. Up next we have Bulgari Aqua Atlantique. So this one I have been pushing pretty hard. I've been hyping this one up a lot lately just because this is one of my favorites. I know I'm not intentionally trying to hype it up or anything. I just have been talking about it a lot. And again, that's just because I really like this scent a lot. I ended up getting it, I believe, last summer, and that was when I was wearing a lot of Sauvage and things like that. And I really liked the scent, but for whatever reason, I just didn't wear it that much. But now this year, I've really come around to this even more, and this has just become one of my favorites. Sauvage is one of the staples in my collection for summertime and for spring, but this one has taken Sauvage's place, believe it or not. I really like this stuff a whole lot. This stuff just does it for me. It smells absolutely fantastic. Performance is great. Overall, it's just an amazing scent for summer. I prefer it over Aqua Amara. I get that question a lot. I like Aqua Amara, but I love this one even more. So this is Bulgari Aqua Atlantique. I wore it a lot last month, and I'm going to be continuing to wear it a lot, pretty much all throughout the summer. Up next, we have a new one from Martin Margiela. This one is Under the Lemon Trees from their replica line. So again, this one's a newer one that came out recently, and judging by the name, this is a lemon fragrance. Lime is actually what you get more of than lemon, and it just smells great. What I like so much about this fragrance is it has a tea note, and again, I'm a huge fan of tea, especially for springtime, and this stuff just works great for that time of year. I wore it a lot last month because weather right now is perfect for it. I'm going to be wearing it a lot in summer too, but for whatever reason last month it was just really hitting the spot for me. I love that citrus and that tea combination. The tea just gives it a nice cooling and calming, soothing type of smell, and that's something I look for a lot when it comes to warmer weather fragrances. You want something that's going to cool you down and just not suffocate you or anything like that. So again, I wore this one a lot last month, and I'm going to continue to wear it a lot as time goes on. Alright, running down to the end, we got the second to last fragrance I wore a lot last month. This one's Tom Ford Costa Azzurra Aqua. So again, another newer release. I have the original Costa Azzurra. I've done a review on that one, and I also did a review comparing this one in the original. You can check out. I've pretty much actually reviewed all of these fragrances in this list, so if you're curious about any of these, check them out on the channel. But this stuff is awesome. I really like this one a lot. I'm a really big fan of the Costa Azzurra DNA. It has this nice musky driftwood, type of smell with some citrus. For being a fresh fragrance, or more of a marine fragrance, it has a lot of depth and a lot of character. And that's something that you kind of have to look pretty hard for these days. A lot of freshies do in some way or another smell the same. But what I do like about this one is it does kind of go in its own direction. Like I said, it has a lot of depth, has a lot of character, and it's just something that you don't really smell that often. Again, this is really nice stuff, and I wore it a lot last month. Tom Ford Costa Azzurra Aqua. And the last fragrance, we have Atelier Cologne Bergamot Soleil. So another bergamot fragrance in here. This one smells completely different than Bergamot 22, so you don't really want to, mix these up or anything. Completely different scents. The bergamot in this one, to my nose, comes off more tart, just more kind of in your face and punchy and sour smelling, and I really like that. Not everyone's going to be a fan of this. If you don't like really tart, punchy, sour smelling bergamot, you're probably going to want to avoid this one, but for me personally, I'm a huge fan of this stuff. It just smells really, really good. Probably more of a summer fragrance more so than spring, I would have to say, but I am really anticipating summer, and I kind of have jumped the gun on a few of these, trying to just wear a lot of my summer fragrances now. Obviously, it doesn't matter. You can wear any fragrance whenever you want to, but this is one that I wore a lot last month. More so going to be suited for summer, at least in my opinion, so that's probably when I'm going to wear it the most. But I still do like this scent a lot. Huge fan of bergamot, as you know, and it's just done really well in this scent. And I have done a full review on this one like a month or two ago. You can check it out if you want to. So guys, that's going to do it for this video. That is my most worn fragrances of last month. Let me know down below what fragrances you wore the most, because I'd be curious to know what you guys have been wearing lately. And of course, thanks again to the Fragrance Decant Boutique for sponsoring this video. Be sure to use that discount code CHAOS8 for 8% off your order. Then also enter the giveaway by just commenting down below what you think they can add to their website, or if you don't have any suggestions for fragrances they can add, just say that you want to be entered, and also give them a follow on Instagram. Go check it out, and then you'll be entered in the giveaway. It's $50 credit to their website, so if you win, you basically have $50 to spend on a bunch of decants of whatever you want, which that's a crazy good deal, because you can get a lot of different fragrances for $50 when it comes to decants. So guys, that's going to do it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to leave a like. Also, don't forget to subscribe and turn on post notifications so you don't miss when I post. And that's it for me. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.